Toothless and Hiccup, I love you guys. What's up, everybody? Jared here with another emotional, bring you to tears movie review. So last night I was able to catch the third and final film in this How to Train Your Dragon trilogy, The Hidden World. 1 year later, Hiccup and everyone has continued rescuing dragons, creating a dragon utopia. However, when Grimmel the Gristle makes it his mission to steal the dragons and kill Toothless, all of Berk must relocate and find the fabled Hidden World. So does this third movie make this one of the best trilogies out there? Let's find out. Now, before I get into my thoughts, let me know what you guys thought of The Hidden World in the comments down below. Was this the perfect end cap to this trilogy, or did you kind of like the first or second one a little bit more? Now let's get into some of the good. Starting off, I am very much a newcomer to this How to Train Your Dragon franchise. I saw the first one a couple days ago, the second one a day or two after that, and I was very much excited. I was pumped. I was looking forward to seeing this third and final film in this trilogy. And it absolutely lived up to my expectations. The animation, the lighting, the vibrant colors, everything in this movie just, it looked phenomenal because obviously it came out, the second one came out 4 years ago, so the technology in the animation process has obviously stepped it up quite a few notches. And again, watching these characters just interact with each other and move throughout these scenes, the animation is one of the best animation styles. I mean, it's much different than Spider-Verse last year, but this is just, it's some shots of it, I just wanted a picture of it. It looks so detailed. Like, one of the examples is just the smallest of tiniest hairs on Hiccup's chin when they kind of had a close-up of this character. You could see the individual hairs on his face, and it was just, like, this thing, the thing is, this movie is absolutely beautiful. Tacking on to the animation was the action and kind of higher energy scenes in this movie. I mean, from the opening scene of this heist to this kind of dragon utopia that Berk is now, everything, there's a lot going on screen. It's really crystal clear, and it's just, every scene, there's a lot going on. Out of these three movies, this is probably the best choreographed or animated fight scenes. Everything just flows really well, from the dragon riders to the fighting of these characters with sword fights, or even dragons kind of interacting with one another. Now, the story is the main aspect of this final film. It very much is a more mature, it's definitely aged up with the viewer base from the first one to the second one to this one, and it's very much this love story, kind of growing up, and then kind of moving on, moving away from certain things of your life to kind of build towards the future. And like I said, this story is very much kind of like aged up with the viewer base. You know, it's more mature. There's kind of edgier humor. There's more, I wouldn't say entirely mature themes, but it's more adult, and it very much being darker than the first two. But my lord, as being a fresh fan to this franchise, it is absolutely, it's so satisfying. The last 10 to 15 minutes, it is this emotional, kind of overwhelming, you feel so much happiness for these characters. It's very emotional. You're sad to see maybe some characters, you know, go off and do their own thing, and it's just, it's a very satisfying ending. There is about an 85% chance you will cry, but it's worth it because every detail is tied up perfectly in this conclusion. Another thing that I really enjoyed about this film was the humor. Obviously, the first and the second one, there's humor, there's jokes, there's aspects in that to make you laugh, but this one, like I mentioned earlier, it's a little bit edgier take. It's not really focusing just on Hiccup and Toothless. A lot of the other ensemble cast really get some great times to kind of take the spotlight and show their comedic chops, such as Kristen Wiig's rough nut character, and then also the tough nut. Their dueling dynamics, like both of those characters, I think they had more to do in this movie, and it was really funny. They each kind of delivered their own brand of humor, and the thing is, like, the humor in this is just perfectly timed. It's sharp. It's not kind of just like poop or fart jokes. Like, it's really kind of just witty, and it's perfect. It's on brand for this movie. One last thing is the dragons. There's introductions of new dragons, new species, new abilities. Like, I've been a big fan of just the dragons in these movies, so if you're looking for dragons, this movie's got dragons. I would say that How to Train Your Dragon 3: The Hidden World is absolutely perfect, but there's one aspect that, you know what, you're gonna cry. You're gonna cry in this movie. I'm knocking this movie for crying because it just has so many feels. Overall, How to Train Your Dragon 3: The Hidden World is the perfect end cap to this trilogy. With some superb animation, some vibrant colors, action set pieces, hilarious humor, and just this really emotional story. But you are going to cry, and I mean hard. I would highly recommend checking out How to Train Your Dragon 3: The Hidden World. This is a wonderful animated picture and definitely deserves its spot as one of the best trilogies out there. In closing, I'm going to give How to Train Your Dragon 3 4.8 out of 5 emotional conclusions. So what do you guys think of How to Train Your Dragon 3: The Hidden World? I want to know in the comments down below. Anyways, guys, as always, thank you for watching. Follow all of my social media stuff down there. There's more videos over there. Watch those, like those. Coming out, I think tomorrow should be a ranking of these 3 dragon movies. And then if you haven't already, subscribe down to my channel over there. It really helps me out. Until next time, I'll see you later.